Are we live? Are we live? Somebody give me a thumbs up if we're live, because right now. All right. You guys got it before I did. But hey, we're live. We're live. It's Black Friday. After a great happy Thanksgiving. Hello, I'm Brent Lear. I guess I could say my name too while I'm doing all that. Anyway, thank you for joining us for a special Black Friday Small Biz Breakdown, where the crew has assembled a number of deals that they like and they would like to share with you. And if you guys have any deals that you would like to share with us, let us know. In the meantime, let me bring up all the way from the West Coast, Leland McFarland.
How's it going, Brent?
I always like to bring you up first because it's still like morning time out there. So how was Thanksgiving?
Oh, it was delicious. Smoked a turkey. It was delicious.
Yeah, I can see the tryptophan is definitely kicked in on you. So,
yeah.
But just enjoy it. Let it ride, and we'll bring in Ivana from snowy Cleveland. Hello,
snowy
Ivana.
Cleveland. I'm bundled today because we got some of the snow, and it is definitely the holiday season.
Snow. I
love
feel it. Yeah, that sounds great. Just keep it up there because we really don't like that stuff. Anyway, the bold one, the cold one, literally probably cold one because it is kind of chilly out here. John Colderice Lawson, how are you, sir?
I'm doing good. Hanging in there one day at a time as we move forward towards these holidays.
Nicely said.
Yeah, exactly.
And look who showed up, the one and only Ramon Array.
Good to be here. What's up, gentlemen and lady?
Well, we're about to find out what's up. We're about to go through all these good deals that you guys have assembled. But before we do that, I always like to come with some stats and stuff like that. So got some stats on what happened yesterday. Anybody want to take a guess about how much was spent online in the U.S. yesterday? Nobody?
I wasn't watching. I was cooking and eating.
I'm about to say, yeah.
$12.87.
There you go.
Not how much you spent, Leland, but how much you spent overall. Well, yesterday was Thanksgiving. Remember when Thanksgiving used to be like nobody bought nothing because all the stores were closed? You would just sit around, eat, watching football, watching parades, eat, take a nap, watch some more football, eat. No, there was no shopping before like 5 or 6 years ago. At least I don't remember. But now it's a big shopping day. It's one of the biggest shopping days. And guess what? Consumers spent a record $6.1 billion online on Thanksgiving, up 8.8% year over year.
Nice.
That's all we get is wow.
Yes.
Oh no! What are you comparing it to?
It said 8.8% year over year.
Okay, great. Woo.
That's a pretty hefty lift. Remember, everybody was talking about we're in a recession or a depression or something. Somehow the buying is not in any kind of recession.
No, not yet.
No surprises.
No surprises. No, we're not surprised.
Nobody cares.
No, we don't care.
No, this is a pretty interesting. All right, can I get you to maybe care about this next one? I probably not, but I'll throw it out there.
Good try. Come on.
What percentage of that 6.1 billion that was spent yesterday, Thanksgiving, was done via mobile devices?
30%.
Like lots. No,
Nah.
I think like 60,
I'll
maybe
say
more.
68.
I think
85.
40, 30 to 40.
All right, wait a minute. So we got somebody said 30. Somebody, I mean, even did you say like 59, 60 originally?
I said 60 or more.
60 more. Okay. And then John said what?
68.
68. And then Ramon kind of backed it back down.
30 to 40. 30 to 40 is what I said.
All right. Somebody was really close, like really close. And that someone is, maybe there's something in the snow or something. 59.5%. Even though you were like almost there.
I'd give it to her.
That was a really great guess. By the way, these numbers are coming from Adobe. Like they literally just right off the presses. Mobile shopping hit an all-time high, 59.5% of online sales coming through a mobile device yesterday. That's pretty incredible. Thinking like, man, a mobile device, not a desktop. I mean, it's anyway.
Because I mean, think about it. I mean, I'm just gonna say, I'm curious what you all, remember how we played that game of where you got your number? So I'm curious about where you got your number. I'll tell you like how I did mine. Thanksgiving holidays are like one of the biggest travel days, right? So lots of people are traveling. If you are traveling, you're not going to be at a laptop. I know that that's a time that like, I don't know, people get together and like they're doing their Christmas list and stuff. And so like Amazon, man, love hate with those people. But that's how I got to that number. Big travel day, people together.
That's some great logic.
I don't know.
Remember last week we did say that people are going to be traveling, like 77 million people are going to be. So even with the like just connecting the dots, smart stuff, really smart. Not even a mic drop moment, but just a smart moment.
I came to that. I was saying higher because I looked around yesterday and people were watching the game. They were just sitting back with their phone.
Yep.
Is that how it is now? Thanksgiving? People get together just to look at their individual screens at this point.
Pretty much. Hey, I thought about, I mean, it's actually, I don't know who else does this, but at this point, a lot of times I'll research on my laptop and then pick up my phone and order. It's just easier to order on my phone. My phone has all the things, the auto correct and autofill and, all of that's on my phone. And I use it a lot now.
Okay.
There's some lessons there. I want to take a moment. There's some lessons there for all of our small business friends. Check your purchasing pages on mobile.
Yeah, huge.
There's lots of opportunities on mobile right now. Even when we talked about doing search on AI versus Google and so on and so forth, a lot of content searches have been impacted negatively on Google, but that with AI, but that is not the case with purchasing pages.
Good stuff.
Keep that in mind.
Good stuff. All right, so I got one last one before we dig in a little bit here. I think this one is going to maybe interest you. All right, so on Thanksgiving, traffic to retail sites from chatbots consumers clicking on a link to a retail site. I guess that's their definition of chatbot. Increased by what percentage compared to last year?
Wait, I don't understand the question.
200%.
Oh, come on.
90,
it's the year
92.
over year. I mean, come on. What? How?
Well, from chatbots. Aren't the chatbots on
200%.
retail sites?
Chatbots.
On the
200%.
retail site.
From retail sites. Yes, chatbots from retail sites.
200% is my vote.
All right,
It had to be
200%
massive.
for Ramon.
It's got to be higher, much
Yeah.
higher.
Okay, give me a number. We got Ramon at
500.
200. All right,
500%, man. I
Leland
think
coming
it's
in
5
at-
times over.
Okay, Leland coming in
It's-
500. Even Mr. Lawson, Mr. E-commerce expert.
I don't understand the question.
Oh, come on! If they use
I don't
chatbots,
get what you're asking.
if they use chatbots for 10 purchases last year, what percentage did they use, or what number did they use this year? It's very simple.
By the way,
200%, 500% more.
Brent,
Very
this is a
easy.
good time for commercial break. If anybody out there wants to hear John Lawson and Brent Leary talk one-to-one, they have their own show they do, which is even better than this show. Check it out.
Oh my god! No, I just get more frustrated on that show, but it's starting to seep over into this one. Anyway,
I've never used the chatbot to make a purchase, so I'm gonna say 0.
Well, I haven't either. But I was just rolling with the man, the host. I was just rolling with him.
0.
I'm with you. I'm totally confused. Like chatbots,
I
like
can't believe
if
it.
I like
If I
chatbot
wanna
on
make a
Amazon,
return-
chatbot where I have no idea.
It's
I'm
just
gonna say-
John.
using a chatbot in any point of the interaction for the sale online.
We
That's
should have the
all.
whole show right on this, Brent. The whole show
Oh
should be
my
about communication.
God, I thought this was going to be an easy one.
I don't know. 200. I have no idea. I don't even know what we're talking about. I'm
Oh,
confused.
300. Okay,
Let's
I'll
go to
I'll throw it. 300.
Let's go to the
You gotta-
answer. By the way, hello, Amber.
197.
It's good to see you, Amber, today.
197.
197. Okay. All right. So here's the answer. Let's just be
197.5.
done with this and get
My
moving.
favorite
All right.
radio.
Here it is. The answer to that question was, and we even had the
Oh.
theme
Wow.
Holy Toledo.
on Thanksgiving. Traffic to retail sites from chatbots increased by 1,900% compared to last year.
Let's talk about these fingers.
Brent's out of breath and tired already.
He's already
But
frustrated.
look at Amber.
Woosah.
Amber from Facebook. This might be a Ramon friend.
No, this is actually from our show. I think she originally knows. I think she calls him Coach Lawson or something.
Coach John.
Love
Coach
this
John.
answer.
Coach
I think
John,
it's
whatever.
fascinating.
Whatever. All right. Amber says, since studying AI, I've learned to adapt to chat. See, at first I hated them, honestly. See, I bet somewhere along the line, maybe Amber bought something via chatbot yesterday. Who knows? And SB says, hello, gang. Show us the deal. SB is like, let's get to it.
Let's get to the deals.
This is like, I consider this to be the first real Gen AI holiday shopping season because of stuff like that. All right, man, everybody is okay. So Karen is saying, look, they got used to using chatbots for our stuff, for AI and purchasing and all that stuff.
Are they talking? Hey, Amber and Karen, ladies, are you guys talking about like you're doing your research on Perplexity or on and then going from there? Is that what you mean by chatbot or Search GPT? Is that what they mean?
That is a chatbot.
Yes.
Types. Yes.
Okay, that I don't know.
I answered for them.
To me, a chatbot is like you get on the site and then there's like you can ask questions. That's how
That
I am
is a
still
form
stuck.
of a chatbot. Yeah, that's
I
a
am
form of one.
stuck. No, Karen says no. Okay, maybe
No,
that's
she said no because you greeted her and said hello, and she was saying no back. She don't want to be greeted. That's what she meant.
All right. I didn't know this is going to be like one of those things that we're going to get stuck on, but let's press on. Let's move into the actual Black
Let's
Friday.
press on.
stuff.
Press on.
Yes, pressing on here. All right. So they're expecting $10 billion to be done online during today. So yeah, 10 billion. So Thanksgiving, 6 billion. Now we're going up to 10 billion. And that's up from 9.9% year over year. So we'll just get to that, mess that stuff up. And before we get to the deals, I don't know why I keep doing this to people, but I like it anyway. Let's see. Yeah, this is buy now, pay later is getting to be ridiculous. So let me put this up because people, you notice they're expecting 10% year over year for actual sales, but buy now, pay later is almost up 13%. So we're buying a lot, but we're buying a lot on credit, unfortunately, folks. I don't think that's necessarily a good thing, but it is what it is. Any thoughts on that? And even though you look like your head is about to explode, but
Yeah. Well, it goes against my value-based sensibilities. And I'll tell you why. I've been talking about my little DIY marketers tipping point survey. And the question that I asked that kind of, the reason I asked the question on the survey is, are you taking money away from your marketing budget to pay for necessities? You know what I mean? And these aren't just solopreneurs. These are all kinds of business owners. And 92% of them said that they were indeed cutting their marketing budgets to pay for necessities.
damn. What percentage?
That's a huge number. It's just folks in my community. That's all.
Yeah, but what percentage is that again?
I'm sorry.
What percentage of people are cutting their marketing to feed themselves, basically?
92%.
Damn, that's frightening, actually.
I had
I
500.
don't understand that. How
I'm
does
just
that
like,
work?
it's not to be understood. I just that I suspect. So, so basically, I suspected that this was happening, but I didn't know. So I put it on the survey, got 500 plus responses, a really mixed bag of people, not just solopreneurs, all different kinds of folks, right? The bulk of them had maybe like 10 employees and under. And so, yeah, what does Karen say about marketing budget?
I like this because I like this. Marketing budgets are cut because there is usually very little data to show the ROI. Absolutely agree with that. By the way, hi, Jackson. Nice to meet you or see you.
So buy now, pay later. It just concerns me overall in general. It's just digging deeper.
Oh yeah. Well, we crossed over 1.1 trillion in consumer debt this year. And it looks like we're well on our way to 1.2 trillion based on what we're seeing here. Lots of friendly people out there today. They're not only saying hi to us, they're saying hi to everybody
Each
else.
other. Yeah.
Nice to see that. Nice to see that. All right, let's get into some damn deals. All right. Okay. I got one because this literally hit me like as soon as we were about to do the show. I got this little notification from Adobe. 50% off of some of their apps, some of their Creative Cloud stuff. I don't know which ones. I just saw the number. I was like, that's pretty good for the first year. Make sure we say that. Not forever, for the first year. So I don't know how many of y'all out there are using Adobe apps or want to use it. Maybe this is a good opportunity to look at them because 50% off is a significant deal. And it says it ends today. So check out it. I think you just go to adobe.com, and check out what they got on their sites. I just wanted to toss that one out there real quick because I think that's a pretty substantial one since Adobe is trying to compete with Canva, I guess, trying to keep people from moving from Canva. All right. Anybody want to go first? Anybody have? Okay. Man, that was quick too. All right, Ramon, what do you got?
I just hate being last, Brent. I was always a kid in class when a teacher said, "Who wants me?" Then see what happens, so but yes, Amber, come on, Amber, let's go represent, Amber. But if you think I was going to say one in general, those looking to get subscriptions for online tools or either online content, this is the time. For example, Brent, there's a company called, I'm going to say three real quick and real here, theinformation.com. It's kind of like an industry newsletter. You may subscribe, Brent, so the behind the scenes of our industry and content and AI deals. It's normally a couple $100 a year, whatever it is. So things like that.
$400 years. $400 years. Let's get that straight.
There we go. Right. Things like Wall Street Journal, New York Times, Harvard Business Review, all those things that are premium costly, they're slashing prices. So that's one. Number two, if I can, give a shout out to Tumi. Love their bags. Bought one about $1,000 or so. They got a big discount, Tumi.com. You can check that out. Those who are into premium bags. And I will give a shout out to this community that me and others are in here. TSP. TSP is a great community for business owners, teaching them all sorts of things. I'm in it, my third year in it. TSPBlackFriday.com. TSPBlackFriday.com. And I think I'll stop there. So theinformation.com and Tumi.com and then TSPBlackFriday.com.
All right. So I know the information has a deal. I think it's like 3 months off and then you get like $299 or something like that, which is cheaper than the $400 a year. Did the other two actually have specific deals for Black Friday or?
Yeah, Tumi was the regular nonsense. Unless they become a sponsor, then I'll say more glowing words. But they're regular nonsense, 30% off some bag. But I just, I like their stuff, so it's kind of the 30% off. And then TSP, for those in business, I don't have the deal in front of me, but you're looking into high ticket intensives and courses and things of that nature. There's some pretty big deals that Lamar Tyler's the founder that he has there. So
okay, I'm going to sprinkle in something that I just took advantage of, has nothing to do with small business or anything, but shoot, $299 for Disney Plus for the year, 70%
Disney Plus and Hulu.
Well, I don't give a damn about the Hulu. Disney Plus because I get to see Doctor Who for $299 a month now. So 70% off. Get it while you get the getting's good. All right, who's got one next? Who's got another?
Brent, you reminded me. I'm going to check out YouTube Live because I don't have any cable channels yet, and sometimes I like going to certain cable channels to look at them, and I can't. So I may look at that for myself, some cable channels. Back to you, Brent. Thanks.
Cool. Who's up? Anybody got something, another deal we want to talk about now?
Well, since you brought up Adobe, I'm going to see if I can
you want to share
my screen.
Okay.
Not that screen. No.
Yeah, make sure you get the right screen there, Leland. You know?
That's right.
Well, it's
Well, if you want, while you get that
mess
set,
up.
I got some
Do
other
it.
ones that we can pull from. All right, because
for it.
I think at least a couple of you guys, you hit me in the heart with the hardware stuff. So let's start talk a little bit about laptops. And I think this one here was, well, this isn't a laptop. Let's get to the laptop one. This is the one that Mr. Lawson, I think you're the one that brought this one up.
Oh, yes. HP newest. And that's the name of the computer, which was kind of stupid because I can see after they get another one, this one will still be called newest. But
Yeah,
for
they didn't really.
$399, you know, for $400 basically, you're going to get a laptop with 16 gigs, 1 terabyte of SSD. That alone is pretty unheard of. 15-inch. So, I mean, this is a pretty good, you know, entry level. Like if you're in school, I wouldn't call this a workstation, but I mean, for what you're getting and, you know, from HP, I think this is a great deal.
And John, that memory's pretty dope for the common worker, even myself. I
Yeah.
mean, I have one already, but I mean, 16 gigs and a terabyte.
Yeah.
I don't know if it has the titanium and all that, but I'm just echoing what you said. That's pretty baller.
Yeah. I mean, I think you're going to be able to do pretty much all your work on it. Now, if you're a gamer, this probably ain't for you, but other than that, you're good to go.
Speaking of gamer, I think Mr. Leland, you did put a gaming laptop in here.
I did. I found this. It's $1,000, penny shy of that. $500 off. I actually bought this. It is right here.
Oh, nice.
Oh, wow.
I wanted something that can actually perform. It's got a Core i9 processor. It's got a NVIDIA 4060, 16 gigabytes of RAM. But then I bought 64 gigabytes of RAM to just upgraded it. Didn't even turn it on, just upgraded it. It's what John would go for, more of like a workstation kind of PC. It's a little bit heavier. The power brick is a brick. It is heavy. So it's not something that you're going to want to just move around the house or something like that. This is one that if you want to get some, like, you know, some video editing, you've got some serious projects that you need the raw horsepower for it. That's that'll do you. And I got like this little HD, you plug into USB-C, and it comes with like 2 HDMI ports, a display port, and a VGA port.
Where do you get that deal?
So that
Dell laptop
is at Dell.
Yeah,
That's at Dell. Okay.
And then what they do is they give you $60 credit right now. They'll give you 6% back on all your purchases. And so what I did is I found a 32-inch curved monitor for $130, $60 off. You got yourself a 32-inch curved monitor for $70.
What?
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
If you buy the laptop.
Oh,
Okay. Well, but still, that's
that's a great.
But the other thing,
bundle.
if you have the American Express, what is it? The American Express Platinum card, I think, Business Platinum. Usually with that, you also get a $200 credit to buy on Dell.com directly, and you actually get $200 credit the first part of the year, and then you get another $200 credit the second part. You can't combine the two, so you have to use those $200 credits, you know, first half of the year and then the second half of the year. But if you combine that with what Leland just did, you're getting an additional $200 off to get the laptop and that thing, which makes it even. So I'm not a shill for an Amex, but if you need a business credit card, there are a lot of benefits to that Amex Business Platinum.
Yeah, and it doubles your warranty.
Yep, that's true.
And the travel. And the personal travel, all my business travel, I do, you know, I worry about the cost, but somebody else is paying for it. But for personal stuff, like I can't wait. My wife is not feeling so well, but I can't wait for us all to fly to Asia like ballers because of credit card points.
Dude,
Nice.
you used the term ballers twice today. This is impressive, man.
Thank you.
Man, y'all are old.
Well, you should know.
Ballers.
Anyway, moving on
Yay,
back to
ballers.
reality.
Y'all
So
are funny.
I'm gonna represent the Apple Nation here. There are some real, and this is the Mac Mini with the new M4 chip. Usually, you don't get deals on new Apple stuff like a month after they've been out. So right now, and there was kind of missed a better deal, but this is a pretty good deal itself. So the base model Mac Mini with the M4 chip is $599. You're getting it from, I think it's not just Amazon, but if you search for it, you this is about as good as you're going to get. $529, which is not, it's like 9%, 12% off for a brand new Apple. And if I've done the research, I might actually end up getting this myself, although I might upgrade some stuff. But for $500, you're getting a cherry, very well spec'd up, can do lots of things, even pretty significant amounts of video editing, which is the stuff I really get into. You can actually buy a system that lets you get to a pretty significant level of being able to do that kind of stuff for $529. There was a point earlier this week. Too bad we weren't doing the show a little earlier. You could have got this for like $500 because there's an additional $50 thing off, and it was originally $549 and another $50. But $529, if you need a really powerful desktop without needing to spend huge amounts of money, this is pretty good. And then the second part of this, which is nowhere near a very cheap deal, but if you are an Apple person and I have an Apple Studio Display, and believe me, I did not get it for $300 off. So if you're into Apple and you have, you really have the wherewithal to get what I consider to probably be the best Mac studio monitor, or for any kind of Mac that you want to plug into, this is it. I'm using it right now, and it's great. And believe me, I paid significantly more than $12.99 for it. So that's that. Let's see. You got a link for that, Amber? Oh, let's see. What's the Amber? The laptop monitor extensions are on. Yeah. So if you just go on Amazon right now, you'll find a whole bunch of hardware, laptops, all sorts of stuff on there. John Lawson, can you share the link for the laptop you mentioned? You want to just leave it in the comments if you can find it.
What's the laptop?
Yeah. Just
I think I closed it.
Yeah, he'll find it and put it in there in the comments section for your.
Yeah, we'll close it. We'll find it.
All right, let's move off of that stuff. Anybody?
Sure.
Even what do you got?
I've got a couple things. I've got one of the greatest things that I use is if you're a Chat GPT user and you're a new Chat GPT user, I am a big fan of an extension. It's a Chrome extension called AIPRM. And they have a deal going on.
AIPRM?
AIPRM. And I'm gonna, let's see. I guess I should share my screen. I'm like, oh, there it is. 4 months, lifetime discount, 4 free months per year. Let's see. Present.
I got
screen.
it.
You got it?
Yeah, let me just make it a full screen there, and then you can see it, and you can talk about it.
Yeah. So I'm a big fan. Yeah. See,
Cool.
I don't think it's letting me. Oh yeah, it is. Woohoo! It'll share it to YouTube there. Okay. So I'm a big fan of AIPRM. So if you are relatively new to ChatGPT, you're not sure how to do prompts and so on, this is how I got started. There are pre-written prompts. Yes, you can try it for free, but this is a great time to get the premium version. And they're just like a ton of prompts for everything out there, everything from landing pages to emails to programming to sales letters. I mean, oh my God, it's like thousands upon thousands of sort of pre-written prompts so that when you open up your Chat GPT, this AIPRM opens up and you just search in what you want, SEO optimized articles, all the things, right? So it's like So if you're, paying for ChatGPT, you've got the premium version of that plus the AI PRM extension. You are like really, really good. Honestly, this is the lowest cost, highest value combination. There are lots of people selling all kinds of stuff, but I looked at all of it. This continues to be my favorite, especially if you're a newbie and you want to learn. It's a great place to go. That's number one.
Okay, so that's AIPRM.com for everybody out there. AIPRM.com. Okay.
Correct. And there are 2 video tools, Veed.io, which is one of my favorite video tools and AI video tools. Absolutely love it. They've got a 40% off Black Friday deal. I'm going to throw that link in there. Big fan of that. Where's my little StreamYard? Very much recommend that. I use it. It's easy. I use Descript. I use a bunch of different things. This is really terrific. Love that one. But now I'm going to get into, I asked my community to share some of their favorite Black Friday deals, and I got 2 that you guys might be interested in. If decluttering and becoming more organized is a resolution of yours, my friend Kathleen Day has, from 5 out of 5, has a terrific offer to help you declutter and organize yourself and your business, but it's mostly like organizing your space, right? So I love that. And I'm leaving biggest for last. This is a big one. I don't expect people to get into this, but I will. Selling. I talked about people taking away from their marketing budgets and so on, so that to buy food and living expenses. My friend Wendy Weiss from Salesology. You guys know that most sales training can cost in the tens of thousands of dollars. This is this is not sales training. This is like really getting appointments. This is on the court getting appointments deal. Typically costs well over 5 figures. It is now down into the 4-figure range. But I can tell you the work I've done with Wendy has been transformational for me. So I'm just going to throw that out there, and that's it for me.
All right. Let's do this. I'm gonna go. We actually put together a sheet. So let's just bring up the sheet and we'll make a group.
Bring up the sheet.
Which way we go for it. So let me do this.
Oh.
All right. So here's the sheet. Our sheet of integrity. Okay. I don't know if it is or not, but anyway. So we put together a bunch of stuff, a bunch of links. So does anything, I'm just going to scroll down. Let me know if you see anything that you want to talk about right now, any of us. Leland, you had like a couple of chapters. Oh, ground. I like even the ground news because I've been using that for like almost a year now.
Yeah, I forgot about ground news. Yes, thank you for bringing that up. That came from my community. Great one. Love it.
Even what is ground news? Just give us a 10-second if that's okay with you.
10 seconds. You know what? If you are like ground news is they give what nonpartisan, non-biased, and they especially challenge you. So they will give you like sometimes they'll say these are like for conservatives, these are for independents, these are for liberals, like news you should be reading and different perspectives on the news.
I prefer the bias. It's not for me. I prefer bias. It's not for me.
But it's just a really quick and easy way to just see what everyone is talking about and what different spins and takes they have on the news.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's not that you can see not only the news story, but the source of it and what way that source leans.
Yes.
So it's a nice way to have a kind of the metadata on the story itself. I like it because I do like to know who's doing what and what they tend to lean for or against, because that gives you just that additional perspective on the story. Now, a lot of the tech stuff really is kind of pretty much down the center. If you veer into the politics stuff, then that's when. So let me say, if I take a look at one of these stories, I'm going to stay away from the politics. Major Canadian news media companies launch legal acts. All right, so let's see what that is. So and so this is like the summary. It's not the individual article. It just gives you this little summary at the top. It tells you which way it leans, left, center, or right. And right now it's a center, which usually that's the typical bias for tech stuff. Then it'll go down and actually look at the sources for that particular topic. So CNBC, CBC News, the Epic Times, and then it'll tell you which way those individual sources lean. And then if you want to actually read the article, then you just click on it and it brings you up to it. So it's a very nicely done way to filter and understand not only the topic, but the sources and how the sources typically lean. That's why I like that one. All right, let me go back.
It. Cool, thank you.
Let's go back to okay. So somebody said something there.
No, I was like, whenever you get ready.
Oh, you got one you ready to share?
I mean, yeah, I'm ready to share.
Okay, let me just share it and I'll bring it. All right, there it is. All right, so we're going to Mr. Lawson here.
All right, guys. So a little bit of traditional stuff. This is an air fryer. Who doesn't love an air fryer? I mean, you want an air fryer. If your air fryer is not part of your life, you're not living in the 21st century.
When did we turn into QVC?
I'm just serious. I mean, everybody should have an air fryer. I mean, we went through 2020 and you didn't get one. Come on. This is the time to upgrade if you did back then. So this one I like because it's got 2 doors, right? So you can put stuff on both sides and you can do different things with it. And for $69, it's a pretty good deal. It's got the digital touchscreen. So I thought that was a cool one. That is for the home. All right. This one is a crazy. Hopefully y'all are seeing that. Did it change for you guys?
Not yet.
Oh, really?
You might be just sharing that particular.
Oh, okay. Well, let's share.
But you can buy another Apple monitor for $1,200 if you need help carrying something. Brent has a link to his thing he shared.
Let me go back to my face.
What's that?
Yeah, forget about that. All right.
Oh, okay. I forgot to do entire screen.
All right, you ready? It looks like
all right.
Is that me or you?
Oh, you know what? I got whole screen. All right, let's do Windows. Let's try that. I don't know. We'll see.
While you're getting your act together. All right, I see another one that just popped up for you. Let's see if this.
All right, let's see if this one works. You see it? All right, cool. This is a 15 by 15 auto heat press machine. So, like, if you ever wanted to get into making t-shirts or doing anything with heat pressing, this price at $188 is in freaking insane. This price normally is a $400 machine. And to get in, this is literally business in a box, darn near. You can start your own t-shirt pressing, business with this for $188. And if you are, a crafter or somebody that already has a heat press, to have this as the backup or to, double your ability to do printing, it's a no-brainer there, right? Okay, cool. 65-inch. Whoa, wait a minute. That's at 65, but 65 for $329, right? Not bad, but you can get the 75 for $399. A Toshiba 75-inch LED 4K Smart Fire TV. That means it's got the Fire Stick built in, 4K, and for $400 for a 75-inch, that's a no-brainer discount right there. And then finally, something for you guys that are kind of tech savvy. This comes from AppSumo. This is one of their Black Friday specials. I haven't used it yet, but the demo was blowing my mind. The cool thing about AppSumo is that if you buy something, you can try it for 60 days, no questions asked. And the cool thing about this Boost Space is that it's an AI tool that will allow you to connect up to 2,000 different apps and then synchronize it so that you get a dashboard and one location to get to a lot of the content and information that you might have on Google Drive or, your email, and bring it all into one master space, and that's why it's called Boost Space. But I'll probably be talking about this one later as I get into it. But right now, it's got over 5 tacos. That's very rare. That's how it's like 5-star basically, and 200 reviews. And you can get in for $69. I think this is a really cool, and that's a one-time price. So there, those are mine.
I'm gonna just pop up the TV thing I found, which is a little more expensive, but it's 85 inches. 85.
Oh my God.
Wait, you're gonna pay 10? Okay.
You have to have like a
You're gonna
big
play-
mansion for that one. You gotta have a
But it was
giant space
for-
for that.
It's for
85
10 inches, for 10 diagonal inches.
It's not
That's-
just the inches,
else?
but it's also the ultra high def and some other stuff that's in there.
It's 4K. It's the same as the other one. Why would you pay?
No, it's a little.
$600
There's a little bit more pixelation in this one, and it's 85 inches, 85 inches. That's like the side of a house. Every dude wants something that big.
Yeah, but that makes no sense.
You're talking about stuff that makes no sense to begin with.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
But I mean, it's twice as much, and you get 4 inches more.
but it's. I'm guessing this is one of the more newer models versus the ones that you're trying to kind of give out.
No.
That's pretty much how these things go.
Yeah. Hey, it doesn't matter as soon as you buy any of them, the next one comes out.
85 inches.
Hey, John, just so we don't have to schedule a call on me to tell you this, I think you should consider a monthly show, maybe part of what you and Brent are doing, build up momentum, and people may get one of a low ticket, a free thing, or have it sponsored. Lead generation, it's a side issue, but it's a learning lesson for all. I think that's pretty interesting, where it's 80% business-ish and then 20% eclectic. Like, and a bonus point, here's a fryer, a cooker, a weigher, a scale or something, whatever it may be, a chair. So that's just my 2 cents on that. Brent, back to you. Really, it's nice. Like a monthly curation of John's best stuff and like cool deals.
You're actually a little bit on point there. It's coming.
No,
okay.
He's not on point at all.
He is.
You know what, Ramon? That's baller. That's the way I was putting it.
My
Oh
man.
my God.
Bet.
Just really baller. All right. Anyway, if you're looking for AirPod Pros, this is a good time to buy those as well. They're usually like $249. I think I've seen them now for $159. It doesn't matter where you get it. It's like,
wow.
Yeah, AirPod, and I have a pair, and I unfortunately bought them at full price when they first came out. So if you're looking for an AirPod Pros, I know they have the new AirPod 4s, but those AirPod Pro 2s, they've been really great for me. And I think Leland, you also had Beats wireless headset deal too.
Yeah, Walmart has Beats 3 for $89, down from $159. Pretty good savings. And Walmart also has the AirPod Pros 2nd generation for $154. So
yeah, that's it, $154. I mean, the Apple, they must be hurting because you don't see deals like that from Apple too often.
But I'm going to give a consumer message. What is that called? A PSA?
PSA. Mm-hmm.
There's a guy out there. His name is Tyler Morgan. His primary content is on TikTok, but you might find him on YouTube or something as well. Tyler Morgan. He used to work for Apple, and he is amazing at helping you choose if you're in the market for something. He'll say, like, get this, not that. Here's the difference between this version and that version. So he's got the inside scoop on what to buy when and what to look for in each Apple product. He also crosses over into Android from time to time for those folks, but that is his
For
strength.
those folks? What do you mean for those folks? What do you mean?
For
those
those
folks.
people.
Well, because he does a lot of tools. Like, let's say he talks about, like, if you're switching from Apple to Android, here's going to be the differences, whether you should do that. If you're switching from Android to Apple, like, he'll look at pixels, he'll look at different tech tools, but his core focus is helping people choose Apple products, if that's what you're interested in. So sometimes he'll say that they're like launching things that aren't that different, but cost like several $100s more, several $1,000s more. So he's a super helpful in helping you choose. I'm going to put his name.
Hey, Brent, leave that up there, man. That was a compliment. Thank you, even. That was a nice. If you don't mind, Brent. This is definitely a rewatch. Thank you, Amber. Appreciate
Hey, but I
Leland,
wanted to ask these
I wanted
folks
to
that are.
ask-
Hold on, just a second. Let me just get this out so maybe we can get these rolling in. Anybody out there watching us? First of all, thank you for doing that. But if you have deals that you think we should be talking about that you would like to contribute and we'll talk about, put them in the comment section. And if you're maybe we'll have maybe a chance to bring a couple of you on to talk about those deals. So if you have something, put it in the comments and be on guard. We might pull you into the show. All right.
Have you used the Beats Studio 3? Anybody?
Not
it.
me.
Beats
I had
Studio
the
3?
I had the first
Yeah,
gen beats and they were
I'm
terrible.
gonna grab these. I mean, at $89 for some wireless beats with noise canceling, I think I'm gonna finally.
Go ahead and buy something. Break out a wallet and
I'm
actually
gonna
spend some money.
try something.
God,
So,
this,
I
is,
mean,
this is a first. We're capturing something that has never been done before, folks.
Never.
Buying
Well, Brent,
something.
I have a need for this. I don't have noise canceling.
Yeah,
I have jobber ones, but I don't know if they were bought
These
during
are
COVID.
over
I think
the
they're
ear.
more for office. So
no,
maybe
these
I should
are over ear.
Yeah,
Oh,
of course.
Like
over
this
here,
is like if you're flying, this is the one you want.
But just be careful. I like I said, I had the first generation beats. Those things broke apart real quick. I mean, I'm hoping they're better now, but when I bought them, it's like 7 or 8 years ago.
well, these
Yeah,
jobbers
7 or
are
8
great.
years
I like my
ago.
jobbers.
Okay.
Yeah, those are pretty cool.
They
Too.
also have Apple is also having a discount on their what are the overhead? I can't remember the actual name, but they have the $450 over ear ones. And I think
They're
they're on sale for like $150 off or something like that.
But those
they're
are those you have
Apple
to have
AirPod Max.
the AirPod. That's for the Apple phone, right?
No, the I'm talking about the over ear expensive, not just for the Apple
But
phone.
don't get the
okay. So
pros.
does it work? That works for any phone.
Yeah, of course. It's
Okay, I
like
thought it was
Bluetooth.
like you only have to have
but they're
Apple.
like $450 or something like that.
That tile, I see. If those are the pros or something like that, he says, and
No.
other, I've seen. Okay,
The
I've seen
AirPod
people-
Pros are the little
the
in-ear
little ones, but
Yeah.
these over the ear ones that Apple does, that's a higher end.
Yeah, I
People
had
have
them.
been complaining about them. This Tyler guy says that's a waste of money.
Believe
So
me,
I
I
don't-
know.
So just definitely make sure that people do your research, right?
Let's put it like this. I'm not Tyler, but I've owned pretty much all this stuff, including the Beats and the AirPod Pros and the expensive Apple over ear. First of all, they're heavy and they did not work for me after 6 months. So but the AirPod Pro 2s, oh, they're the best things I've had.
Okay.
So
There
get
you
those.
go.
all right, Pierre. Hey, Pierre, it's good to see you.
Yay.
The Apple
Oh.
Pencil has a big discount. It's version 1. But does version 1 work with the later iPads? Because I heard they don't. But I might be wrong. Pierre, if you could just fill us in, what versions of the iPad does that pencil work with? That would be a really interesting one for me personally. Evelyn, you had something about Monster Insights Pro. What the hell is that?
That came into my inbox this morning. Monster Insights Pro. I don't know. Are you gonna go over there and take a look at it? They are. I have not, but it's 75% off. People, right?
The best
got-
WordPress analytical plugin. That's what it says.
And that's an analytical. Like Monster has had a few other. I don't know, what would you call it? Area. They specialize in different kinds of things, and this one just happens to be about analytics and conversion tracking. This came into my inbox, and that's all I'm going to say about that. Looks like a great deal, but and I think it might be helpful for folks who, especially e-commerce. John, jump in here. I mean, you can see pictures of the of the dashboard. You're more of an expert in this area. It was just a good deal. I don't know.
Looks cool.
What do you think?
Have you
John?
heard of it before, Mr. Ice?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Back
Fill
in
us
the day,
in, John.
it's been a while.
Yeah, right.
Right. But what else does it do?
I don't know.
See,
I mean,
it
it's
used,
just go ahead, because it was used to be a analytics.
it used to be a lot better back in the day, back before Google Analytics 4 came in. When it was Google
Okay.
Analytics Universal, it would add in custom information that Google Analytics just didn't track. And I used it for quite a while, and I eventually just nixed it because I wasn't using it to my full extent. I'm not e-commerce though, so I don't know if it has more information for e-commerce or not. But I found that Google made their own WordPress plugin called WordPress Site Kit, which kind of does a little bit of what Monster Insight does. So it just depends on how much information, if there is elements that it can throw over to Google Analytics that Google Analytics in and of itself inherently is just not tracking.
And Leland, notwithstanding the what you just said, I just want to add, I did the same thing. I just stopped the monster tracking. I don't know, again, maybe there's other details for that other people need, but for regular content sites, I found that Google was just as good. But
Yeah.
sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Sorry.
No, just echoing what I'm saying. That's for what we're doing, content. It was overkill, and it was kind of costly for what it was doing. And it was very important back in the old days of Google Analytics, but nowadays it's just, well, they built that into Google Analytics 4, so there's just no need.
I'm gonna Freddie. First of all, good to see you, Freddie. Yeah, it's basically it's monsterinsights.com. That's where you want to go to check out that deal, 70% off, whatever.
What's up, Freddie Taylor? And also, I just want to go back to the headphone thing. I didn't realize that maybe I'm old, as you said, Brent, but
I'm ordering.
The headphone, the Beats Pro, it has USB-C charging regular and USB-C audio, but also it has a regular 35 millimeter audio cable. That's different, is it not? Unless I'm just didn't notice it before. But my Jabra, you have to pick one or the other. So
Right.
you can go wireless with this Bluetooth or plug it in.
Yep.
I may buy that today. I may buy that right now.
All
right,
You're
man.
too late. I already got it.
If for no other reason, at least we're getting some advantages. There's some good. All right,
taking advantage.
even I'm going to bring up another one of yours because you mentioned Teleprompter Pro.
Oh, yes. I use Teleprompter Pro. Love it so much. For those of us who are not natural camera people like Ramon and Brent.
But even I use it too. I bought it. Go ahead. Continue. But I bought it. I use it.
Do you use it?
Oh, yeah, for client work. I mean, because when it has to be perfect, why should I speak serendipitously when I can just, hey, everybody, welcome to a brand new edition of XYZ product. This product is great for 3 reasons. Oh, that's teleprompter.
Yeah, I said, and then that's the other thing too. Yeah, you can put your script in there word for word, of course, but you can also give yourself like little notes and little bullets of things you want to say. I've used it all sorts of ways. I love that you can have it on your desktop and your phone. So if you've been thinking about it, and I've tried several, I'd love to hear your guys' experiences. I've tried several ones. This one seems to be sort of like the one I actually kept. That's all I'm going to say about that. What are you guys using? What do you like?
I use, what is that? In CapCut, it has a teleprompter, and I use that. Now, they made it a pro feature on Android. So they're one of their latest updates within the last couple of months. It was a pro, and I just downgraded and then stopped updates. But it's a decent teleprompter, and it's built right into the camera, so it's all in one.
All right, so I as I usually do, I tend to go overboard a lot of geeky stuff. Elgato is one of the best companies for putting out creator stuff, devices. Like I bought a lot of their lights, their mic stands, their teleprompters, their cords, some other stuff. And this prompter thing, it's probably a little overkill for a lot of people, but it's a really good teleprompter. It works well with either Mac or Windows. You can sync it up. You can put it on your camera. It's very lightweight. It has its own reflector. You don't have to put your iPad in there to use with it. It's all self-contained. And they also have some really good software that allows you to control it from some of their other Elgato devices. So you can slow it down, you can speed it up. You could there's certain things you could do, like with your eyes, to make it kind of stop and port. And it's usually $279, and I see it's today it's $199. So that's a pretty nice discount on that. If you're, it's got this voice sync technology thing too, because it picks up the how quickly you're speaking. It'll adjust how quickly it scrolls. Really good if you aren't a, if you're okay with paying a little bit extra for it, other than just the software version and stuff. I couldn't recommend it any higher, because it does a great job. All right, so let me bring back everybody. Okay.
I got mine.
Oh, you got another one?
I got my headphones. I'm done.
Oh, you just bought it. Okay. By the way, Amber says, wait a minute. Wow. All right. I'm just for Ramon. You make it sound so natural.
Oh, thank you, Amber. I try. I'm saying we all got skills, but thank you, Amber. I'll receive that and say thank you.
Yeah. And then Amber is saying, you deserve to shop, John, with 3 exclamation points. A little overdoing it, if you ask me, but
Amber,
I know you'll put everything to you with 4 exclamation.
You know what we're going to do, Amber, today, Brent? For the first time on this show, we're going to send Amber a $25 Amazon gift card so she can shop for herself or somebody else. Amber, email me. And on behalf of all of us here, we're going to send you a gift card because you're so active in the show. Email address, just DM me. I'm sure you can find me. Google me.
That? Now, you know what? That's baller, man. That's really nice. That is really nice. All right.
On behalf of us all.
Pierre says, I think teleprompters are becoming more important as people stream across platforms. I heard of Elgato. Yep. Leland shared a great point about CapCut. Teleprompter combining into an editing platform is something I did not know it can do. That's what we're here for, Pierre. But we also appreciate your input as well. We really do. And let's see. Amber is saying, oh, I need that. That's really cool. You know what, Amber? I need that too. Ramon, can you hook us all up?
I know. I'm going to participate more if I get paid.
Yeah. But next thing you know, you see comments coming in from Brent. And we don't have that. All right. Let's see. What else do we have here? Oh, we already did the laptop stuff. What about phones? I think Leland, you have something about Google Pixel phones on sale.
Ooh.
Yeah. So on Best Buy and on Google's store, Google Pixel has some pretty good specials and deals going on. Their Pixel 9 Pro with Gemini is $850, down $150. Their Fold is down $300 to $1,499. And their just regular Pixel 9 is $650, down $150. And their Pixel A is $399, down $100. And I love Pixels. They are so nice. They don't got the bloatware that some of these other cell phone companies pack in there. And I mean, they last. I'm using my old Pixel as my camera for my little shorts that I do, and I put in CapCut in there, and I just use it as my streaming phone, and it does a perfect job.
It looks good, by the way, Leland. If you guys aren't checking out Leland's shorts, do check them out. Go ahead, Leland.
Oh, thanks. But yeah, I think 2 years ago, I bought my a 6A on Black Friday, and it's still going strong. I don't have any issues with it, and it'll probably be about another year or two before I get another Pixel. But if you're in the market for an Android phone, definitely check out Google Pixels. They're pretty good. They're pretty solid.
Store.google.com is where you can check out their Black Friday deals. I kind of have to laugh a little bit, but it's not just at them. I was noticing as we were scrolling over and looking at the different phones, they would say Pixel Pro 9 Pro with Gemini, Pixel 9 Pro with Gemini. And then there's one that said, it didn't say that, Pixel 8A. It just said colorful, powerful, AI full. I mean, what the hell is it? I thought Gemini was like their AI anyway. So anyway, are people buying this stuff for the AI, or are we still buying it because they're cool devices? I tend to think it's the cool device factor more than the AI inside factor.
We had
Not
to
for
buy
AI.
them because they, I had to get a new phone. I got the 16, and I held out as long as I absolutely positively could. The last phone I had was an X Max, and I basically had to have it plugged in all day, every day, because it was so old. I got it in 2018, and that's like ancient in phone years. And that's why you got to get one. I wasn't necessarily in the market for, I mean, like, how much cooler can it be? Like, what? Is it going to sing and dance, feed me dinner? Like what?
Man, if it fed me,
I was in the same thing as you. Even I'm my phone right now, my Samsung S10. I'm debating whether iPhone or just stick to the Android system. Maybe I'll go with the Pixel, Leland. I'm not sure, or a latest version of Samsung. It's half the price of an iPhone, but the price is not the first thing that bothers me. I don't shop on price first. It's slightly, it's relevant, but not so relevant.
Yeah, you're going to get the phone that works for you. And then like when it's time to get it, it's time to get it. I'm that way with like all my devices. I really try, I invest. And that's great buying advice, because we need to close up here soon. Look at what serves you. Invest your money in the thing that is supposed to work for you. You're not supposed to work for the device, or you're not supposed to work for your air fryer. These things are supposed to work for us. So that's where I invest my money for the things that make my life easier.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm just going to pop up a couple of sites that I like, and they all seem to be running deals. So let me do this. And maybe as we head on out, I mentioned Elgato, and they sell all sorts of stuff. Let's see. They sell capture cards, cameras, teleprompters, microphones that Stream Deck, a lot of content creators use. I have a couple of them. Lights, green screens, monitors, and you can see you're saving up to 30% on some of this stuff, which is really good. Then I'll go to Blue Condor, which is another one. If I could spell it right, it would probably work. Let's do this. Blue Condor. Let's see, where is it? All right, there we go. This is another one, a site that I get a lot of my cables and stuff for my phone. I mean, for my cameras and stuff like that. So they have all sorts of cords and cables, and they're selling that for 20-30% off. Oh yeah, I get a lot of these kind of little things that help me with my monitor, with the tripod and getting things set up, or cable with my camera to my ATEM Mini. All this stuff is on sale here this Friday, I guess probably through Cyber Monday. So Condor Blue, which is KONDOR Blue.com, and then the other one was Elgato, ELGATO.com. I don't know if you guys want to put a plug in for any site specifically that sells stuff that's on discount this time around, this time of year, but those are two that I really I go to a lot.
Hey, Brent, I'll give a plug to ctshirts.com. ctshirts.com. My favorite place to buy shirts and other things. ctshirts.com.
ctshirts.com. Anybody else got one?
AppSumo.
Yeah.
Yep, that's for the deals. Yeah, and just explain to folks who may not know what that is. Could you tell them what exactly it is?
AppSumo is basically where app developers put their apps on sale, and it really is a user grab. So they're trying to increase their user base. And what they normally do for monthly fees, they give you a one-time deal, one-time price, and you can buy it for a lifetime, and you get 60 days, no questions asked, to try it out. If you like it, you keep it. And if you don't, you get a full refund. So AppSumo, they're running Black Friday specials all the way through this weekend. So definitely go out there and see, because some of your favorite apps, or some apps that are going to be, really popular, are on sale right now as they're launching with AppSumo. So
didn't somebody mention one deal in particular?
There, I did. It's one for Vista Create.
Okay.
Now I know how much you hate Canva, Brent, and Vista Create is a great alternative to Canva. It's probably not going to have as many features as Canva, but it's got that similar setup. It's got a whole bunch of templates, and you got a bunch of assets, and it's for $90 lifetime use of Vista Create. That's just a great deal. And
Leland, why would anybody use Vista Create, not Canva? I'm sorry, Leland. I know time is short. And by the way, Brent, I want to ask you what kind of camera you use. I'd love an advice on that so I can tell my family to buy it, really. Digital camera. So think of that, Brent. But Leland, you just break my heart. Canva is so rich and has so much to use. Why would you even postulate Vista Create? It's from Vista Print. It even sounds weird.
well, I look at it going $90 for the rest of your life to be able
Or
to use. And
nickel and
as
dime.
they increase it, you get to use all of those features. But with Canva, you have to pay month after month after month. I mean, it's all about
point.
getting the deal.
I got
And
it.
You know,
I'm wrong.
Ramon,
I apologize. I'm wrong.
I bought Webinar Jam lifetime deal, $39
Wow. Okay.
all
Okay.
those years ago. And it was
Yeah.
terrible. And I just never refunded it. I kept it. And now I'm
And they
like,
keep updating it. You mean you get access to it even if they update it? They keep that deal.
every
I see.
update, everything. If you buy something on AppSumo and you buy the original plan, you get
Nice.
everything forever. So I have both Webinar Jam and EverWebinar.
Can you share your license number just right here, and I'll pay you a little bit, and then I can share it. Brent, what kind of video
that doesn't
camera do you
happen
use, man?
often.
Can you
Does
share that?
anyone else have one that they got on AppSumo that just took off?
I
so
bought
many, I can't even
I
tell you.
bought one the video editing. It's been pretty. It's my number 2. I still Opus AI, Clips AI is my number 1 video. But Minvo is one that I got from
That's on
AppSumo.
special. That's
Oh,
on
it is?
special, I think.
And they do a good job. So I can speak. So there's so many different facets to that AI video editing software that I can't talk about all of them. But I will say this about Minvo. Every couple of weeks, every month, I notice significant improvement in the quality of the editing that they do, the quality of the clips that they're pulling out, and the tools that they're allowing us to use. They are constantly working on that. And that's one of the things you do look for when you do these AppSumo deals. It's not just, all right, they got you now, and then it never improves. You want to see regular, ongoing improvement. And for Minvo, I have definitely seen that. So I can speak specifically about it.
Oh, thanks for
And-
that.
and-
I'm going to check that out because I know it's a deal, people. To go to AppSumo. I think it's on a deal right now.
Matter of fact, one of the cooler things that they added recently is so it works pretty much like all of them. You take a video file and you upload it, and then it'll analyze it, then it'll start doing stuff. So in addition to like creating the clips and all I think it does sound enhancement too. I might get that confused with the other one. But one of the things that one does that Opus doesn't even do is once it analyzes the file and creates the clips, if you scroll all the way down, and it's actually creating even more clips than Opus is from these things. But when you scroll down, it actually creates a blog post for you. It creates quotes, like things that stand out. It'll actually make quotables, and it'll do some timestamps, and it'll suggest titles and subtitles. They are really packing a lot in that was not a part of the deal when I first signed up. So Minvo, yeah, they're doing their thing over there.
Hey, Brent, I know we're over time, but can you just share with me, unless you want to do the next show, but what video camera you suggest? Here's the scenario. I'm going to CES, small light camera, not to replace me hiring a video crew, because I could do that, but for Ramon on his own, take a nice camera, do a good 20-minute, 15-minute, 30-minute interview, the stuff that you see me do. Ideally, microphone on board. If it doesn't have one, that's okay, but something really that you suggest, or anybody here that you'd say, Ramon, get this, throw it in your bag, nice quality video, horizontal for YouTube and all that. That's what I'm looking for right now to have my family buy it for me.
Okay, let me bring it. I'm gonna bring up the site here. because and this is what I use when I go mobile, and believe me, I got tired of carrying around a whole bunch of heavy stuff.
Yep.
So I'm going to show you what I'm going to suggest if I can find camera. All right, so I'm going to bring it up now. Have you heard of DJI?
Yes. Uh-huh.
Okay. So let me see. Can I get to DJI.com? And I want to get to camera. Where's the Osmo Pocket 3?
And I'll look it up too.
All right. I'm just going to have to type it in specifically.
Oh, I see it here. Yeah. Slash Osmo dash pocket dash 3. Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah. So I want to bring it up for everybody to see because this is probably my best buy of. I bought this last year, but it's probably the best thing I bought in the last couple of years. So DJI Pocket 3. Why this is such a cool thing. And I think, John, you bought the previous one, right?
Yep.
All right. The Osmo 3 is the one to get. It is so compact. So I wish I had it in the room with me. I'd show it to you, but it's in my other room. It is minuscule. It is it's like this, and it's like this. And actually only this part of it, the part I'm making big, is the camera. This other part down here is that came with the content creator pack, which is a battery. But this whole thing shoots 4K up to 4K 60 frames per second. And you can even color grade this thing, so it'll shoot in what they call log, which is very flat coloring, and then you can do your color grading after if you wanted to. You can just use the default if you just want what comes out of the box. It has its own little gimbal, so you notice when people are walking around with it, usually if you don't have a camera with a gimbal, it's shaky and it's terrible footage. This thing has its own gimbal, as small as it is, so you get very fluid footage. It actually can be used as a selfie stick, so you can click a button and have the camera turn around to you, and then it has tracking, so it'll always keep you in the center or keep you to wherever you want to be in the frame. And all of that, it comes with a wide angle lens that you can put on the front of that. And it comes with, you can buy like NDI little colored filters for it. And let's see what are they. So right now it's $519, which is about what it was originally. But what I bought was the content creator kit, which I think was $669. I wonder if they have any sales on that now, because that's oh, here it is, CreatorCom. Let's see if they have.
Well, one thing I would say is check Amazon. Sometimes you can get the pre-owned. You can get the pre-owned versions for some substantially off.
Yeah, that's true. So this is what the creator kit comes with: one of the DJI Mic 2, a little carrying case, a little NDI wide angle lens, the battery, and the little, like I said, a little protector case. So that's what I did. Was I got an additional microphone because inside the actual camera is a receiver. So when you turn these mics on, they automatically connect to the camera. You could connect the two of them, so you can have you and another person. So I use it because it's great for one-on-one work. So I bring the two mics, and it's so easy to set up. As soon as you turn it on, everything is set. I put it on a tripod, and the weight of the whole thing is less than 5 pounds with everything. Yeah. So that's what I've gone to for my highly mobile. Now what I have and of course what I have in studio here is completely separate. It's all heavy stuff.
Sure. Yeah.
But if you're interested in that, I get Pan. Let me see. Here's another site that I go to, and then we'll finish up. Adorama. I don't know how many of you.
Oh yeah, Adorama, New York City company. Yeah.
Yeah. Adorama, between Adorama and let's see, Adorama and BH Studios, or
B&H Photo. Huh?
Yeah, B&H Photo. I live on these sites. So I'll show you exactly what camera I got. The Lumix. There it is, S5 too. So this is what I'm using right now. And let's see, how much did I pay for that? They haven't really. Yeah, okay. So I I might have paid a little more, but this camera is great. It's very easy to use. It looks great. It's cheaper than some of the other cameras that are in this kind of class. You get that. Actually, I think I bought this at Christmas last year. I bought that camera with the lens I'm using for like the combination was 200. And it just works like a charm. It gets you nice, close. Oh, you can't even see what I'm doing. But that camera works like a charm. I couldn't recommend it any higher. If you really want to take a step up, and kind of get that blurry background look that I got, that's that camera lens combination is a killer, and it's relatively cheap. Let's see. I don't know if they're selling the lens on sale, but it's one of those things. Like I might have paid a little bit much, but I bought this. I'm not gonna have to buy another camera for years.
And what I have, Brent, it's nothing like yours, which you're doing that much and all that. But my Logitech Brio, that's what I'm using right now. It goes to my USA Today show, but I definitely, when I'm ready to upgrade, I think my concern about yours, I need more space. I have a low overhead on the monitor. I'm using a regular small little desk. So, but I like that. I'm thinking of stepping up.
I'm framing it like this. You can believe me. I could show you more of what's going on in here based on. But anyway, no, that's but the other thing I'll end this with is you got to get a good mic to go with this, because people will complain heavily if that looks great, but you sound like so.
And so you're saying I should get the DJI mics that automatically go with that to make it all easier. Those small little square mics.
That's for the mobile gear. I'm not using.
Yeah, sorry.
No, I'm using a whole other mic.
Oh yeah, I understand that. Yeah.
But yeah. And if anybody is interested in really getting into this, me and my other partner Paul Greenberg, we do a gear show that we get all into this stuff. So, but anyway. Yeah, that's what I use, that DJI Osmo Pocket 3. It is so easy to travel with. It's quick to set up. That was the other thing, because I would be getting these interviews when I go to these events, and they're like, you only get 20 minutes. I'm like, oh, shit, it's going to take me like 15 minutes just to set up. So now I have it where I can just pull it out the bag, turn it on, give them mics, and we're going like within 5 minutes, which is, and the breakdown is just as quick. So those are my tips. Go to Adorama for any of that stuff. Go to the DJI store, or Amazon. Lots of deals. And of course, all the stuff that we already talked about. So let's see. Last thoughts. Mr. Ice. Wake up.
Yeah. Hey, enjoy your weekend.
Ramon.
Hey, good to be here, everybody. And keep moving, keep thriving, and make sure you do one little text, one call, something to tell somebody else they matter, to make an impact on somebody else's life. Nice.
Leland.
Happy hunting. I know that there are many, many more deals out there that we didn't cover, but I'm always up for a good hunt on a good deal. So happy hunting, and I hope that you find something good.
And now for the moment of mic drop. Even a Taylor.
I'm going to say this. First, make your list, just like any shopping trip. Make your list and decide in advance how much you're willing to pay for something. What is it worth for you? With every dollar counting. Don't just be buying stuff because you see it. Because I have done way too much of that. So don't you do it. So be a smart shopper. Buy things that serve you. That's the gift.
I have to say, I take a little umbrage with that. I like to buy stuff. I like to buy everything I see.
Well, we don't all have millions like you do, Brent.
Exactly.
We need to end this right the hell now. Not the case. But anyway, thanks to everybody. Let's see. We got some nice people. We didn't even get a chance to say hello to Ardeen, but thank you so much for the compliment. Let's see. We got some other things. Oh, congrats on your wrap. Oh, on your wrapping paper?
Ardeen has wrapping paper that is Black Santa wrapping paper available at Sam's Club. Go buy it.
Very cool. By the way, one of the deals we didn't talk about, which Colder Ice turned me on to, is if you don't have a Walmart Plus account, get one now. It's 50% off. It is
Is it
50% off.
50%?
I bought it for $49 yesterday.
And you get what with it too?
You get Paramount Plus with it for free.
Yeah, that's a good deal.
So if you do not, and there's also other special Walmart deals that only get you only get for Walmart Plus customers. So it's 50% off now, and you get all these extra benefits, including a free Paramount Plus subscription for a year. So that in itself is great. And Pierre, thank you for the tip on the Apple Pencil. All right, we will let you all get back to your shopping. I think we've armed you well with that. So thanks again for checking this out. This turned out to be a great. Whose idea was this? Because we were going to take it. Are you sure? I'll go back and look at the tape first before I give you credit.
No need.
Give him credit anyway. It's Thanksgiving. I'm thankful. What a great idea.
It's just so unnatural for me to do that. It just feels weird. Anyway, everybody enjoy the rest of the weekend. Enjoy Cyber Monday, by the way. Anybody want to take a quick guess as to how much business they think, at least Adobe thinks, is going to take place on Cyber Monday?
$967 billion.
Your sarcasm is not wanted here, folks. Anyway, it is actually 13.2 billion.
That was close.
Oh.
13.2, which is still the biggest annual online shopping day of the year. It's still Cyber Monday. It's not Black Friday, which is only about 10 billion only. 13.2 billion. And look at that. And you know what? Buy now, pay less, or pay later is even more of a deal. More people are doing. So we're getting ourselves deeper and deeper in debt, folks. But hey, as long as we get our gear,
woohoo, just like America.
Ain't it great? Anyway, folks, have a great weekend. We will see you next Friday.